This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
A standing ovation. That's the reception Republic's police chief got after presenting a proposal that would void Initiative 1639.
All across the nation, boys and girls clubs are providing Thanksgiving dinners to kids, and on occasion, their parents during this holiday season.
The Chelan County PUD is close to adopting its proposed new rate schedule for high-density loads.
Washington State quarterback Gardner Minshew has been named one of 3 finalists for the Davy O'Brien Award.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
A standing ovation. That's the reception Republic's police chief got after presenting a proposal that would void Initiative 1639. On Monday night, Washington's new gun law was the focal point of Republic City Council meeting, an occasion that drew an exceptionally large crowd. During his speech, Police Chief Loren Culp announced he wouldn't enforce the new gun law, calling it unconstitutional. I-1639 ups the age to buy semi-automatic rifles to 21 and bars anyone under 21 from possessing a semi-auto beyond their own property. Under the measure, a person who left a firearm in a place where a prohibited person could gain access to the gun would be guilty of community endangerment. In Ephrata, the people iFIBER 1 News spoke to appear to be on Culp's side.
I believe he has every right to do so as law enforcement, and I also believe the initiative is punishing people for exercising their Second Amendment by removing their Fourth Amendment rights.
I think what he's doing is absolutely fine. I don't think the government should start telling us what we should do.
Do you support Chief Culp's decision not to enforce Initiative 1639?
Well, I never like to see somebody not enforce it. But in this situation, I would,
I think a lot of people would agree with the fact that don't think he's wrong, really, up there. I think they support it, just because I think it's a backhanded way to infringe upon our rights.
It could be several weeks until Republic City Council votes on the proposed ordinance, but Culp says he'll enforce it with or without the council's approval. I'm Sean Goggins for iFIBER 1 News. This segment is brought to you by
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination from the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
All across the nation, boys and girls clubs are providing Thanksgiving dinners to kids, and on occasion, their parents during this holiday season. Tonight, the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Columbia Basin provided dinners all across their campuses. With 7 locations and approximately 50 volunteers from the community, the Boys and Girls Club was able to go forth with this annual tradition. Executive Director Kim Pope talked about why she feels like this tradition is important.
Well, quite honestly, some of these kids, this will be the only Thanksgiving dinner that they have. And that's one of the reasons why our community wants to do this. Well, I think you can see for yourself, especially kids that are walking out with plates of food, that they really enjoy it. Turkey and potatoes and gravy and be exposed to stuffing or cranberry sauce, things that we take for granted. And this is just an opportunity for them to have a great meal, home cooked by someone.
The Boys and Girls Club will continue to stay open Monday through Friday for those that wish to take advantage of its services. I'm Adam Chikoski for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
The Chelan County PUD is close to adopting its proposed new rate schedule for high-density loads, a classification for big power users that includes cryptocurrency miners. The rate schedule would add a $15 per kilowatt demand charge for residential customers, while the same demand charge for non-residential customers would be only $5.50. With Bitcoin values low and still dropping, crypto customers working from home say that move would drive them out of business.
If this new suggested rate went into effect when, say, Grant County's is supposed to go into effect, we'd all be done for if the market didn't have a massive turnaround.
That's in keeping with user comments throughout the last 9 months, as PUD commissioners have debated the issue.
And that is something that we've heard throughout the process and have tried to be responsive to as we've adjusted the rate accordingly in the ways that we could, while still looking for a rate that met the objective of ours, which was cost recovery for the rate group.
Crypto mining alarmed the PUD in 2016 when it gained popularity, as Bitcoin values skyrocketed and more users sought high-density connections to get in on the market. The district put a moratorium in place on new applications until it could set new rates. In addition to the demand charges, there would be a penalty fee for demand exceedance, $150 for each day a customer's power demand goes over authorized limits. The board will take its final vote on adoption at a December 3rd commissioners' meeting. Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
Washington State quarterback Gardner Minshew has been named one of 3 finalists for the Davy O'Brien Award. The award is presented annually to the best college quarterback and is the nation's oldest and most prestigious national quarterback award. Minshew, the second Davy O'Brien Award finalist in WSU history, joining former Cougar great Ryan Leaf, leads the nation in passing yards and is completing 70% of his passes. He's thrown for 36 touchdowns, including a WSU single-game record 7 in Saturday's blowout win over Arizona, to just 7 interceptions and has added 3 rushing scores. Minshew has thrown for at least 300 yards in all 11 games this season and more than 400 yards in 6 games. The graduate transfer from East Carolina has led the Cougars to a 10-1 record with a chance to make it to the Pac-12 championship game with a win on Friday over Washington in the Apple Cup. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 Sports.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.